Hi YouTube, what's up? Bullion Saver here. This is my first video. Basically, I wanted to start this quick channel because I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube on stacking silver, stacking gold, why to do it, why not to do it, and how to do it. So basically, what I'll be trying to do in this video is just uploading a few topics that are of my interest, and also trying to transmit a bit of the knowledge that I have gained in what little time I've been doing this. Basically, my first bullion purchase was on the 20th of July, so I've been stacking for fairly little time. In that time, I've managed to accumulate about 141 ounces of silver, 3 of gold, 1 of platinum, and I'm going to be uploading videos on why I'm stacking like this, why I started, different types of stackers to maybe help you formulate your own strategy. I mean, I see a lot of the guys that are there on YouTube, and I mean, they have huge stacks, they have a bunch of knowledge, they've been at it for years. I unfortunately have not been there yet. I'm thankfully still relatively young, so it's not bad at 26 to start stacking, but I'm not full on silver, I'm not full of gold. I have different strategies, and I hope I can transmit a bit of the knowledge that I've gained from everybody and why I do what I do. I mean, of course, I know there'll be people that disagree, and that's kind of the point of what I've seen in the YouTube community, which I've only been watching for fairly little time. And honestly, it's a great resource, and if I can add anything to what other YouTubers say and other stackers say in points of view, I mean, I'll be glad to share that information. I'll be very glad to help transmit that, to give my point of view, and above all, to criticize. I mean, what is the internet for if not to share information and to better ourselves through communication and sharing of information? That's basically why the internet started, so why not add up a little bit to it? First off, I wanted to basically make this small introduction video, and I wanted to basically point out the simple reason of why I'm stacking precious metals. I actually fall into the retirement fund type of stacker. There are a few stackers, there's a few types of different stackers, and I mean, people fall into different categories, and each one has their own different reason for stacking. Some will invest, some will have a shit hits the fan, some want to save, some want to save for retirement, and they're all very valid in my point of view. Now, I wanted to, in this first video, say why I am stacking and why I believe it's important for me to actually hold physical bullion, physical, let it be kilos, 5 ounces, ounces, whether it's generic rounds, just plain old buffalo, OPMs, and just random generic bullion, and why I have, for example, a proof sitting here in the middle, why I bought these dragons, and it's basically, I believe that if you don't hold it, you don't own it. So first off, the reason I have a bit of a background in finance, and the reason that I don't buy the GLD or the SLVR is if I don't hold it, if I don't have it physically in my possession, I do not actually have it. Since I'm saving for a retirement type of scenario, I mean, I'm in this for the long run, next 50 years. What's going to happen in the next 50 years? I have no clue whatsoever. What I do know is crisis hits about once every, give or take, 10 years-ish, and everything kind of goes to hell. Some banks will go belly up, some people will get caught up in frauds, some people will get caught up in, they'll just lose their whole savings because they just simply didn't have it. They don't own the physical asset that they have. It's also the reason I'm in the type of business I'm in. We actually produce goods. We don't produce software, we produce things that we can actually touch, feel. I can look at my stack, I can see my stack, pull it out, and know the wealth that I am preserving for a future date. So it's a wealth preservation / retirement type of thing. At least for me, and other people think differently. Other people have basically the only thing they collect are these for shit hits the fan type of things. I basically start stacking because I want to have a retirement fund, and I want to have it in an asset that I own physically. I can touch, I can feel, I can even lick should I wish to. Silver is oligodynamic, so it really doesn't matter if you lick it, though it's a bit disgusting in my... Okay, sorry for the rambling. Anyhow, if I have a scenario where I need to pay off something, or I would need to sell off part of my investment, if I have the physical bullion, the physical coin, the physical bar, it actually takes me a while to actually get to my house, pull it out of the safe, depending on what I decide to liquidate, take it to my local coin shop. For example, it would be just generic, would probably be the only thing I would sell at a coin shop. If I went to, for example, this Kilo Year of the Dragon, I would actually have to go sell it on secondary market, do the research, post a photo, etc., 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 take the time, for example, eBay, to just run the auction or run the buy it now thing. And it actually needs to be a conscious decision to sell any of these pieces. It's not a thing where I could just go, well, I'll just sell stocks and boom. I actually need to make a conscious decision and say, okay, I'm going to sell my silver, I'm going to sell my gold or my platinum, and I actually have time to think about of what I'm doing. Do I really need it? Is this an actual reason to dip into my retirement fund? Or is this just kind of a BS reason where I think I need it, but upon further reflection, I don't really need to sell off my retirement fund? I do look at it as a retirement fund because I'm self-employed. I mean, shit goes down eventually, 401k, I don't have benefits, I just have what my two hands make and what I do. So I hadn't saved for retirement, even though I had been working for a few years, and I kind of decided that I needed to start saving for my retirement, and this is basically it. I've already messed up a few times. As I said, I've been at this for basically August, September, 2 months, and I have already messed up more than once. And it's kind of ridiculous seeing that there's this huge community, and honestly, it goes down to I didn't define my strategy, and I didn't do the research behind buying and selling metals. More like buying currently at this stage, but I just didn't do the research. So, as I was saying, just a small introductory video. I plan on uploading thoughts, asking questions, having other people criticize me, As long as it's constructive criticism, I don't mean to come out off as an asshole, but if someone just comments, saving precious metals is stupid, blah, 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 I'm not even going to comment back. It's just a waste of my time and energy, and I don't have time or energy to spare with these guys. Because I've seen those comments and I know they exist. I know, I believe it's Silverfish VT even went off because he just couldn't stand the bullshit. I want to share with you what I've learned. I want to know your thoughts, know your comments. I'll do some videos on why the kilos or why proof, just generic or generic or government minted, and bars, and why I have sitting here in front of me silver, platinum, gold, and yeah, basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed my brief introduction, and keep stacking, stay safe.